So before we start DIY Saturday, do you see the halo? I was going to add the light to the video, but for some reason I can't get this halo out of the glasses, so we're not going to have this light in the video. Just look at the weird halo for a minute, you guys. Look at the halo. Anyways, I'm sorry for that, but let's just go make this DIY. Welcome to DIY Saturday with me, your host, Shundara. Hey, all you savvy naturalistas, welcome to DIY Saturday. Today we're making a pumpkin spice sugar scrub, aka PS sugar scrub, aka PS I love you pumpkin spice, because pumpkin spice is in season. Now let's talk about the major ingredients you'll need for this DIY. You will need sugar, of course, because you just need it to scrub your body. You can give this scrub away as gifts. I suggest you use granulated sugar. It's pretty easy to use. It's pretty easy to find. Not only that, it's less coarse than most sugars. Most sugars, like I would say, raw sugar is very harsh on the skin, and you don't want a harsh sugar. You want a fine sugar that doesn't melt like powdered sugar will need. You also need mircale oil, which you can find at savvynaturalista.com. And before we get into this DIY, I just really want to say thank you so much for all of you guys who supported Miracle Glow oil. It's really a natural oil that really helps penetrate the skin, and I'm just really thankful for you guys. I really tell you guys in blog posts, so if you just watch my videos, please read my blog posts. Thank you for supporting this oil. I'm really happy. You guys gave me a lot of feedback on the oil as well. Many of you thought it was pretty earthy, that it had a very earthy scent. So what we're going to do is work on the earthiness of the Miracle Glow oil, which means we're going to try to eliminate that scent out of the oil. In general, it's actually a nutty scent that's pretty natural for the oil, but we're just going to try to eliminate it altogether. I'm going to redo Miracle Glow oil completely, meaning I'm just going to make it a little more elegant, if that's, I don't know, it's pretty elegant now, but I'm just gonna like upgrade it. Miracle Glow oil girl, she's gonna get a whole new look. She's about to get it revamped and get a makeover. It's gonna be like, yes, go Miracle Glow oil. So we're gonna revamp her next year. I'm gonna probably add more ingredients, less earthiness. And I just wanted to thank you guys so much who watch my DIYs, who bought Miracle Glow oil. Thank you so much. I tell you in the blog posts all the time. I've never tell you on camera because I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know why I didn't tell you guys on camera. I'm sorry if you guys who've bought it. I'm sorry for not telling you. I'm very sorry for not telling you on camera. So I'm telling you now, thank you. But I've said it a lot in blog posts. I just want you guys to know. So we're rambling so much on, you guys. So let's go make our pumpkin spice sugar scrub, you guys. Okay, you guys. So we're about to make our pumpkin spice bath scrub or body scrub. Of course, you will need 2 cups of sugar. Now, you guys, I want to say this. I do have all the recipes on my blog. For you guys who find me through the YouTube channel, hey, make sure you subscribe so you could be a part of our little Ohana. But I do have the recipes full out on the blog. As always, the link is in the description. If I do forget to put the link in the description, please just remind me in the comments. Say, hey, Shundara, where's the link to the recipe? Can you please just send it to me? And I'll be more happy because I do respond to all my comments. So if I get to them a little late, I do respond. So, of course, we went through 2 cups of sugar. You will need, I'm using castor oil. If you do not have castor oil, you can use olive oil. We'll talk about castor oil in a bit as we start the recipe, but you will need about a half a cup of castor oil. And the reason why is we'll talk about it. You will need mircale oil, which you can find at savvynaturalista.com. You can use mircale oil for anything. And remember, we are revamping it. Oh, yeah. Oh. You will also need pumpkin spice. Just a little bit of pumpkin spice. And let's get into the essential oils you will need to make this more pumpkin spice, because pumpkin spice season is here. You will need cinnamon. You will need clove. And I like patchouli because it's earthy. You don't have to add it. And I am adding like more cinnamon, so you will need like a grater. So I'll show you guys a little how this goes. I'm sorry I don't have a wide angle camera. That's the goal someday, to get a wide angle. But you just take this off, and it's like a salad grater, and you know, this is just to give it more spice. Little more spice. People love spice. You can use gloves if you want to. You really don't need gloves, because this is just a really easy, quick recipe, y'all. So let's do our 2 cups of sugar. Ooh. And we're gonna use about a teaspoon or a half a tablespoon. This is a half a tablespoon of pumpkin spice. A half a tablespoon. Make sure you guys see the measurements. And you want to mix this just to make sure all the clumps is out and you get your spice into it nice and lovely. Just mix it all together. Oh my God, I love fresh cinnamon. These are cinnamon sticks. You don't have to use it, but it just gives it more fragrant, and it makes it even more natural for people who are really wanting handmade goodies that are all natural and perfect. Cinnamon, this just adds a great flair, and it adds more of a touch to the flavor. So this is how much. You do not have to do this, as I've said. It's just something I like to do. Now, you want to add castor oil. I'm using castor oil. You can use any oil you like. Honestly, I only use it because it's the only oil I have around the house right now. Castor oil is thick. And this is not the stuff that you find at your local like a Walmart, your local drugstore. This is actually oil used for the skin. It smells nothing like that stuff, and it doesn't taste like it either, which I recommend you do not taste this. But this stuff is very thick. See how thick it is, you guys? I want to show you. Look how thick. This stuff is very thick and emollient. It sticks to the skin. It's a great moisturizer for those who have eczema. I will recommend you getting some castor oil for your skin, because this keeps moisture on the skin all the time. Castor oil, I'm gonna be honest, dare I say, is way better than coconut oil when it comes to slathering a thick layer on the skin. This is just, it's not a carrier oil, it's a thick oil, you guys. I say that. It may sound like I'm exaggerating, but castor oil is very thick, and you do not need that much. If you decide to use castor oil, I would even suggest you using 1/4 cup of castor oil. You really do not need a lot of stuff. A half a cup may have been too much, but any other oil, I would suggest you use a half a cup or 3/4 a cup, but because I'm using castor oil, that stuff is thick. You will also need 20 drops of mircale oil. And now let's add our essential oils. I'm using essential oils this time. You will need 5 drops of clove essential oil. If you do not have it, I just suggest you use cinnamon, or you can buy fragrance oils. If you guys would like me to suggest fragrance oils to you, please let me know in the comments. You will need 5 drops of patchouli. We'll do 6 for good measure. You will also need 10 drops of cinnamon and 15 at the most. Remember, cinnamon is a very potent fragrance, so you don't want to use too much. So 10 drops is just enough. There was a point in time when I used to experiment with cinnamon, and boy, you guys, if you only knew how it burned my skin. Too much cinnamon will burn you. Just be very careful. See how thick? You see how thick? Just look how thick this castor oil is. It is very thick. That's why I suggest not to use a lot of it. Castor oil is a very thick oil. Look, it's just clumping it together. So you may need gloves for this, but I'm very heavy-handed in general, so I can just work this in. I mean, I could whip some scrubs up. I could whip cookies up with just my hand. I'm very heavy-handed, so it works for me. See, look at that stuff is thick. That's why you don't need too much of it. It really saves you a lot of money too if you use castor oil. And you want to get castor oil for skincare. You do not want to get castor oil for the body. I mean, not the body, you know, the laxative, Lord. The laxative. So I'm gonna add a little more cinnamon to the top, and then we'll be done. Now, this is optional, as I said in the beginning. I just like to add it. Voila. Ta-da. And there you have it. Doesn't it look like cake crumble? It's so beautiful. Look at you guys. There you have it. An easy, lovely body pumpkin spice scrub. Thank you so much for watching DIY Saturday. I'll see you in our next video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Bye, you guys.